Well, howdy, howdy, howdy. Tea drinking senior citizen here. And greetings, boys, girls, and all of our non-binary friends, and welcome to this, a brand new day. And remember, no matter who you are valid. Thumbs up for that. Well, it has been a heck of a set of 2 days. First thing I want to say, before I forget, I went in to talk to the manager slash supervisor of the place that we, rent at, because I had talked to them before. And I said to him, paraphrasing myself, I can't remember it exactly, it was hours ago. I had said some time back that I am sorry that you have to deal with low barrier people. But I said that with full awareness of the irony in that I myself am, because of my various physical and mental issues, barely above low barrier myself. In no way, shape, or form was I trying to say that I was better than anyone who is living here. And he said, no, I did not take it that way, so no fear. But I thought of that, and I was like, I need to go talk to him. And so I did, and it was okay. So thumbs up for that. Now, yesterday, I did not go for walkies at all. I stayed in here 99.9% of my time. I made a small walk or two over to the community center and then back, but no more than that. And when I walked over to the community center and back, oh boy, did that hurt. So I barely did anything at all. And I don't like doing that anymore. I spent decades of my life being sedentary. Just the barest minimum of physical activity. And especially when my wife was alive, toward the end, when I was terrified to not be in her presence and not watching her just in case, I sat and did nothing else but sit so I could watch her. So I've been sedentary for way too long throughout my life. I don't feel right or good anymore unless I'm up and out walking. So the fact that I couldn't yesterday, bothersome. I had tried that walking this morning because I needed things, and also physical activity. Need for, I can't just sit. So I walked to Walmart and back using my walker. I can't do that again. Oh boy. I made it there, I made it back. But whereas before, it felt like someone was hammering a nail into the back of my heel every time I took a step, this time, it had glass on it. It was glass all over that nail as it was going into my foot. So no, I'm not going out again. My heel is throbbing with every beat of my heart. So it's not feeling great. I'm going to be able to survive, of course. I have an appointment with my doctor. It's coming up. Calling up to make another appointment or try to get another appointment. I'm not going to be able to get in to see my doctor before this next appointment would come up. Yes, I could go into the walk-in clinic. And if it gets bad, if it's still, like if I can't go to Walmart at all tomorrow, then yeah, I'm going to have to make it to the walk-in clinic and have something done. But if I can survive and at least do the barest minimum of physical activity, walking to Walmart and back, then I will do that. It doesn't matter if it hurts. I've lived with pain for way too long. I'm used to it. And it doesn't matter what my pain tolerance is. You gotta do what you gotta do. So, but that's life. So I'm not worried about that part of it. I just need to be able to move and go out on walkies. If I can do that until I make it to the appointment, then we're good. Oh, sinuses hurt on the inside, way inside of my head there. Ow. But if it does get to the point where I can't, yeah, I'm going to head down to the walk-in clinic. It's at the hospital, and the hospital isn't that far. Yeah, it's blocks and blocks and blocks and blocks. Maybe half mile? I am no good at estimating distances. I'd say half mile, or I could sit here for 5 minutes until I decide to look it up on Google. It's not that important. I don't need to fixate on that. So that's the way that's been there as well. I have not done much, and that's okay. I mean, sometimes you have to do not much at all. And right now, I'm doing what I can, and not doing what I can't. And that's okay. Thumbs up for that. Been doing lots of thinking about various topics, like my solo RPG stuff, always working on that, because while I call it my solo RPG setting, and when I do, like 4 Against Darkness, and when I get back into being able to do it, D100 Dungeon, they take place in that setting, that world. So it's not like it's not used. It's just the stuff that I'm dealing with now is stuff that I would use for a novel, instead of just a setting for myself for when I go dungeon crawling. But again, just me, and that's cool. Yay! I have been trying to play various games, and I want to talk about this one because I wrote about it on my community tab. But most AI video stuff I don't like. I hate what's happened to AI images, Google Images. Trying to find some picture that's not AI slop is hard. And I've seen people that are just, they've described it as, we're getting to watch the Library of Alexandria burn in real time. And yeah, that's what it feels like, all right. But let me think back on what I was talking about. I know I was mentioning computer games, and then I got sidetracked on that. Oh dear, ADHD. And I was feeling pretty excited about the topic I was going to talk about. I remember that much at the very least. Oh well, life is life. I can't beat myself up for things that I cannot control. And I cannot control my ADHD symptoms. So when I forget something, even as I'm talking about it, it's not a character flaw. It's not a personality failing. It is a symptom of an issue, attention deficit disorder in my case, that while it can be treated with medications, they're not medications I can take. My blood pressure is still way too high right now, that I've got to talk to my doc about, because I've been trying to get it down. I have cut a lot of stuff out of my diet to bring it down, and it's not going to kill me immediately, but it needs to keep coming down. I don't dare take any meds for it other than what I am, and they're not meds actually for it. It just have side effects that help get rid of some of the worst ADHD side effects. I can feel the difference when I don't take them, but when I am taking them, I don't feel like I'm getting any help at all. But I am. It's, my system that detects changes in other my system that detects changes in other systems. When the inner systems that make up the whole of the system changes, then that's the new default. It's not a change that you can detect anymore, because there is no change. You are detecting the default. So the system that detects changes in other systems cannot detect changes in its own systems. Because when the systems that make up the systems of the system that detects changes in other systems, when they change, that's not a change anymore. That's the new standard. That's what you check everything else against. There is no change. So of course I can't feel it. I can only feel it when I forget, or I run out, or the post office doesn't deliver something in time. Then I feel it, and I don't like it. Yay. But I'm going to continue trying to play computer games. I think maybe that's what I was talking about, because I have been playing computer games. Yeah, I'm pretty sure that's what it was, and then I got distracted, and I can't remember why. But still, I am trying to continue to play computer games. I want to go back to the Fallout series when I can. Right now, it's still too wearing on me. I haven't even been able to go back and watch any of the Fallout TV series yet, and I still want to do that before my 30-day Prime trial runs out. I don't want to have to pay for it. Ugh. I sometimes have trouble buying food. I don't want to have to try and buy food because I'm paying for Prime. Especially since I'm doing the Prime trial just so that I can watch the Fallout series. So I better hurry up and watch the Fallout series. Okay, this is the thing I'm going to laser focus in on, and then before I ramble on about other stuff. Oh, I've lost it. It was all about Fallout, and yes, it's why I haven't been able to go back to it. When I watched it up to the credits on the TV show and then couldn't go past it, it wasn't that the show was too awful. I mean, I was crying like a baby while watching that beginning part. I've cried like that through other movies and other TV shows too. That wouldn't stop me. It was just, that was one piece of straw that was put on the camel's back when a whole bunch of other straws had already been put there. It didn't break that camel's back, but it pushed that camel to its knees. It wasn't that one thing. It was just one more piece on top of the already existing pile. So I've been trying to do slightly less depressing things so that I can go back to that. I just need some decompression time, because I've talked with my sister, I've talked with my therapist about, just it, even when you turn the goofiness on, that incessant, every time you find a place where people could have been when the bombs fell, you find someone who was there, and they found a way to make sure that they weren't alive anymore, because they were either in a place where things would have been very bad, like starving or more, if you don't take care of it yourself quickly. But you find constant human skeletal remains surrounded by empty whiskey bottles and some used weaponry. The TV show, the TV show's intro was just that last piece of straw. Didn't break the camel's back, just on its knees. And thank you for listening to me ramble. I know I'm repeating things and such, and talking slowly, but I am really emotionally wound up by it, even with that little bit of talking about it. And I ramble on now. I feel, as I talked about, maybe even yesterday it was, or the day before, I feel like a change in cognition, and it might be a whole raft of things, probably blood pressure, probably some other things, but if I can feel it, it is something that is being imposed by something. And again, if I can feel it, then it's not a change in the system that detects changes in other systems, because that wouldn't detect any changes. Thumbs up for that. Anyway, if you are a Patreon patron, thumbs up and thank you so much for your help. It is greatly, greatly appreciated. Going from a hurting monkey down here to a hurting monkey up here, well, this is a vast improvement. Greatly appreciated. Your help is, well, it's double plus good. Sniff. If you have left me a comment, thumbs up and thank you. Greatly, greatly appreciated. I read as many of them as YouTube shows me. I thumbs up as many as will take that. Boy, I can speak English. If I click it, sometimes things don't light up and take it. It won't register. So if I can heart and then it takes it, I do that. I try to acknowledge it in some way that you will know. So that's a long lot of words to say something that could have just been done in like 3 or 4. But as I've told people for a long time now, why say something in 1 word when you can use 50? Well, I am going to edit, render, upload. I am going to take care of myself as best I can today with everything going on inside of my foot. I am going to hopefully not have that get any worse. That would be bad if it did, but it would be good if it didn't. So let's concentrate on the good. Hopefully you can get done the things that you would like to get done, and if you cannot, please do not beat yourself up. It is not good. It does not help you. And of course, if you've watched this far, if you could write green tea in the comments for blatant engagement farming, that would be awesome. It lets both me and the algorithm know that people actually watch the videos, and at least one person does. Hi, Jesse Koskinen. So that would be awesome if you could. Thumbs up and thank you all. Greatly, greatly appreciated. So, until we meet again, you take care. Have a great day today. I will see you on the flip side, and that is indeed a very, very good thing. I know very few people watch to the end. That's okay. Even on big name videos, people rarely watch all the way to the end. So on a little thing with me where I have as few viewers as I have, if even one person makes it to the end, thank you so much.